Well, not every mortgage lender is created equal, which is why you want to find someone that can give you the best opportunity to get into the home that you found in the home of your dreams. So today, we're going to give you the questions you need to be asking your mortgage lender to make sure they're the right fit for you. So that'll be coming up here on the Smart Mortgage Show. Well, glad to have you once again on the show. I'm Ben George with Bill Litton, Regional President at Cross Country Mortgage. We've got a good show for you today. I told you, Bill, last time I gave you a little preview, get a little heads up on this upcoming video. So hopefully you've done your homework, as I'm going to throw some questions your way.
I'm hoping I have all the right answers here, Ben. I've been rehearsing, and I think this is a great segment because we talked about questions. If you've not listened to it yet or watched the video, great questions to ask your real estate agent before you engage with them. And I think it's only appropriate that we talk about great questions to ask your lender. Now, we did a show on this, Ben, last July, and we addressed 3 questions then, but there are a lot more questions, and we're going to cover a lot of them here.
Yeah, I'm glad you pointed that out. 1 year ago from this recording, you can go back and check it out, get a little bit more insight into what we're talking about today. But we want to expand on that. And of course, the market environments change from year to year. So questions might change a little bit, or you might adapt those questions to fit the current market environment. So we'll do that today. Again, if you have questions, the number to call Bill and Cross Country is 484-352-4151. If you have questions about types of mortgage, your credit, whatever it is, the best place to start is a 15-minute mortgage and loan consultation. It's free. You can sit down with Bill. You can kind of learn more about your situation, what your goals are, kind of get a better feel for your entire picture, and then start working towards your goals in the best mortgage that will fit you. So again, get in touch with him. You can go to smartmortgageshow.com to do that. So I've got a handful of questions here, Bill, I think 5 to be exact. So let's talk about availability first, because as we talked about on our last episode with those real estate agent questions, the home buying process often revolves around your downtime. So when you're not at work, so that's non-traditional working hours for a lot of people, nights, weekends, holidays, even a lot of times. I know you want your free time, Bill, but how available are you for those? And not you specifically, but for your mortgage lender, how available are you going to be on nights and weekends if I need to make an offer at those times?
So this is a really good question to make sure you get the answer to up front, because Ben, just like you said, when you're buying a house, you're doing it on the off hours, after work and on weekends. It might be multiple offers. It might be a competitive situation. We might need to get an offer in quickly. In fact, we most likely will. This is how this works. So make sure that your lender is going to be available at night, on weekends, because we certainly make sure that we are, and we know that our customers appreciate that. It helps them to secure the house that they really want to buy. And I get a lot of clients that come our way because they say, and not all credit unions are bad. And in fact, they have lots of great benefits. But on the mortgage side, we get a lot that, well, our credit union loan officer, they work, 9 to 3. And we've lost several homes because of them not being available. So we feel like having that availability gives our customers a distinct advantage.
Yeah, that's an important advantage too. Again, one of the reasons why you should consider working with Cross Country Mortgage. And the reason I think this conversation is important, Bill, because for most people that don't get into this and don't buy homes a lot, and most people don't, right? It's going to happen 2-3 times in their lifetime. And we don't see a lot of the back end of stuff, right? The work that you do when I'm not sitting down with you talking about my mortgage. And that's how the process actually comes about, how you actually find someone to take on the mortgage and that sort of thing. So a question that's important, what I'm getting to here, is that most people wouldn't even realize to ask, how many lenders do you actually work with?
Yeah. So just backing up, you said something really important, Ben. It's, if you only do this 5 times in your life, you've got to be prepared going in. These questions are going to help prepare you, right? Because you're not going to have enough time to really learn this through experience. So you need guidance. So great point. It's what we're trying to provide. And so how many lenders do you work with, right? So case in point, if you go directly to Wells Fargo, that's one lender. They have one set of rates, one set of underwriting guidelines, and one set of products that they offer. So they have an appetite for a specific set of products. if you come to us, we work with 100 different lenders. Okay, so we work with the lenders who have the best rates for the best credit. We have also products for people who might be self-employed and they don't show a lot on their tax returns, or maybe they don't show income at all, but they want to buy investment properties, or they have a lot of cash and not a lot of monthly cash flow. When you work with a lender that's got multiple different product lines and a lot of investors, you're most likely to end up with the best product and the best terms for your specific situation. So if you call a lender and they say, "Hey, we're just us," and you might be lucky and they have the best product for you, but there is a chance that if you don't fall into their box specifically, you might end up with less favorable terms than somebody who's got lots of different options.
The options are always important, which kind of takes me to my next question, Bill. And you mentioned this: if somebody has kind of one set of products they offer, maybe not the best option for you. So that's why you want to ask them, do you offer a variety of programs that are going to fit different situations and help me get into the best option for me?
Yeah, and so we're always looking at, when you come to us, a lot of people ask me, do I do commercial lending, like, retail office space or industrial or, medical, or we do not, because there's so much in the residential space. But within the residential space, we offer almost every product that's out there because we want to be able to help almost everybody that comes to us in the residential space. So having a product depth that covers most situations allows you to come here, one-stop shop for your residential mortgage needs. And we've really, interestingly enough, we've been able to help people in multiple scenarios where maybe they're buying a residential investment property and then they're going to buy a new primary residence and they need a bridge loan. Or maybe they, recently became self-employed and we helped them in the past, but now they're self-employed. They have the comfort of coming to the same place and getting help through the variety of products that we offer.
Yeah, so important to be asking that question just to make sure that, again, you have as many options available to you. The next one's, I think, really interesting and very important, and one that probably most people wouldn't think to ask, because kind of when you go in, you kind of expect, the mortgage lenders got your best interest in mind, and for the most part, they probably do. But are they taking into your full financial picture into account when they're helping you make the decision on which mortgage is best going to fit you?
Yeah. So we feel like when we're getting a look under the hood and we're talking about I say this ad nauseum, but it's so important. Largest purchase you're ever going to make and the largest debt encumbrance you're probably ever going to have. So how do we not understand how that fits into your full financial picture? Now, we work with a lot of great financial advisors, so we're not making a judgment on which stocks you should buy or mutual funds you should be in. But more importantly, we're saying, well, does this house and this monthly payment, does this allow you to still fully fund your 401k and take advantage of your company's matching and giving you free money? Or I had a client recently that was going to pull a lot of money out of their 401k. And I said, well, hold on, with your age, that money's going to triple before you retire. Why don't we look at it by doing it this way? We tweaked things just a little bit. And instead of doing a 401k withdrawal, we did a 401k loan, realized also that they're going to be able to pay that loan back quite quickly. So now they're getting the house that they want. That's going to appreciate. And they're also not invading their 401k. And I could go on with, endless examples, but our goal is always what's in the best financial interest, taking into consideration the entire financial picture.
Yeah, so important to kind of see that entire picture to make sure what you're doing is the best for your long-term goals, right? That's what's so important. You don't bite off more than you can chew as well. All right, last question, Bill. For anyone that's going into this process looking for a mortgage lender, making sure they're in the right place, can you tell me what the payments, what my cash out of pocket, what those numbers are going to be before I'm under contract to purchase my home?
So I think this is really important because with a lot of lenders, we're going to send out 100 pre-approvals and just, they're not even really that well, put together. We haven't looked at all the details. We're not even sure that the pre-approval is going to actually turn into a loan. But call me when you're under contract. Don't call me until you're well, between getting pre-approved and getting under contract, there's a lot that happens. And what we're going to try to do is guide you to make the best decision. So we're going to provide updated numbers, updated interest rates, updated payments on specific houses that you're going to offer on with the real estate taxes for those specific homes. So we want to be a part of that process so that when you get under contract and you finally get the updated loan estimate that reflects the specific home at that specific purchase price with the rates on that day, that you're not getting sticker shock. And now you're under contract and you've got deposits on the line. We're going to go in eyes wide open, fully transparent. And there might be houses that it doesn't even make sense to go see that house once we run the numbers because it's out of your budget. Or we might be able to reach for the house that meets all your needs because rates are a little better, taxes were a little lower, and now you can, ultimately get into the best case situation. So it works both ways, but having accurate, high quality information to make those decisions, we think is super valuable to the consumer, to the home buyer.
Awesome. Very good. Well, again, these are 5 important questions to be asking, right? If you're looking for a home, you're meeting with someone about a mortgage, ask them these questions, see what the answers are, get a better feel for what they might offer you. And I know the best time to do that with you, Bill, and your team at Cross Country Mortgage is that first 15-minute consultation you have, right? This is where you can ask a lot of these questions and get a lot of this information.
Yeah. So our process is really 3 steps. First step is we want to ask you questions, learn about where you are today, where you want to get to, what your goals are. Second step, we gather information, pay stubs, W-2s, income info. Take a look at your credit using a soft credit check. It won't hurt your credit. And then once we've put together the best options, the third step is, and this is the most important step, I think that a lot of lenders miss this, is, sending out a loan estimate with no explanation and understanding, it actually can be dangerous and harmful. So step 3 is we want to set up a quick consultation to review the estimate, point out things that we think are really important for you to know, and then answer all your questions so we're crystal clear on the exact direction we're headed in.
Awesome. Great information as always, Bill. And again, encourage anyone that wants to learn more, get in touch with Bill. Go to smartmortgageshow.com. Best place to start. All the videos we produce are up there, all the shows that we produce, plus some other tools and resources you can find on the website, smartmortgageshow.com. But of course, always, please remember, we'd appreciate your support if you hit subscribe on the YouTube channel. That helps us continue to grow things and do more of this to help you stay educated and informed when it comes to mortgage lending. Bill, thanks for your time. Hope the team at Cross Country is doing well, and we'll catch up again in a week.
Thank you, Ben. Appreciate it.
This program is for informational purposes only. Please consult a qualified professional before taking any action. Bill Litton is a loan advisor and regional president with Cross Country Mortgage, NMLS number 147060.